What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sportsline Friday night. John Eads, Kevin Baptiste with you. The 35th year of this show, and it might just be Jamboree week, Kevin. We say it every year, but football is football. We got a lot of great action to bring to you tonight, and it was great to be out there with the Friday night lights on, the fans out there, and the band's playing.
A wise man once said, practice. We talking about the game. Well, this is a little bit of a glorified practice, but we still had some good matchups. And one of them was U High against Dunham at the Jamboree at Parkview Baptist. These two teams were just playing in the semifinal 2 years ago, so it's nice to play each other again and get the juices flowing. Pick it up, U High threatening. It's going to be Sage Ingram gets the handoff and goes up the middle for the touchdown, puts Cubs on the board 7-0. And then after a stop from their defense, their offense back at it again, Picarella. Emil Picarella goes up top to Trashad Bush for the 7-yard touchdown, 14-0. Watch out, James. Get out the way. And then second half now, 14-6, Dunham trailing. Elijah Haven, the top-rated player for the class of 2027, throws to Bronson Bonwell for the 18-yard touchdown. So 14-12, Dunham still trailing, but they can strike really quickly as Haven is going to go up top. Jarvis Washington, are you out there? Yes, he is. 64-yard touchdown as Dunham takes the lead 18-14. But U High, they can strike really quickly too. They get back into the red zone, and Picarella is going to hit Zay Martin. And he does the rest. 13-yard touchdown as U High goes on to get the win 21-18. The final, U High will face Woodlawn next week. Dunham will play Parkview.
That's a great game right there. I know U High came up short last season, Kevin. Those guys are locked in on coming back, winning a state championship, so that's a great way to start the season there. Dunham, a team with a lot of talent as well. All right, let's move on to Walker and Denham, a game that I would love to see again this season. I think this is going to be one of the best districts in the area this season. We'll kick it off with Jerry Horn getting tackled in the backfield by Nolan Teston, that very tough Walker Wildcat defense led by Coach Mo. On the defensive side, here's another play. Dante Flowers with the sack, so Horn in a lot of trouble early, but he would get things under control, loading up, going deep to Colton LeBuff, who had a huge week last week. That's a big gainer for a first down, and then moments later, he finds Tylen Haynes, his go-to guy, in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Denham Springs. 7-0 Yellow Jackets leading at halftime, but Walker had an answer. That answer, Caden Jones. First down run here, left side, a physical run at that. This time, really doesn't even get touched. One cut, go, run behind Charlie Ward, see you later. That's a touchdown. Walker would miss the PAT, so we had 7-6 as the score at that point, but I tell you what, these two are going to load it up, play again later this season, and that might be the district championship right there. Those two teams are certainly in contention.
It always amazes me how the biggest rivals, they play each other in the Jamboree and then they play each other late in the season.
I love it.
Keep the money.
Can't see it enough.
All right, let's move on. Let's go to Ascension Parish. Dutchtown taking the field last night. They took on Prairieville. The new kids on the block. This is going to be a matchup for a lot of years to come, but the Griffins did not take it easy on their Ascension Parish brethren. As the Griffins, Dylan Champagne is going to hit Martell Rogers, and he takes it inside the 5. And then Aiden Langevin is going to get the handoff and go to the end zone for the touchdown, 7-0. The Dutchtown cheerleaders are feeling it. And after their defense gets to stop, offense right back at it. Champagne hits Lakeisha Harvey. Nice little stiff arm right there. Get out the way. He turns up down the sideline, nearly 60 yards for the touchdown. 14-0 Griffins. Could Guy Mistretta and company finally make it to the Dome this year, get it done? They were close last year. We'll see. And then the Griffins offense, they get right back down threatening. Champagne hits Owen Fletcher. He almost gets into the end zone. He's going to be stopped just short. But it's all good because Harvey is going to score, and Dutchtown will go on to get the win 34-0.
That's a good team right there. They can run the ball with Harvey. They can pass it with Champagne. Dutchtown certainly a team to watch. And welcome to high school football to Prairieville. Looking forward to seeing them play all season long. Glad they're playing varsity, not playing here at JV. Let's talk EA and Central. Brock Mathurin, as you can see, fired up for a home battle against those Wildcats. Things didn't start the Spartans' way. A fumble on the exchange. KD Mays comes up with it, so it's 1st and goal. David Simino calls up a read option. Jackson Furman fakes everybody out, myself included, walks over the goal line for the touchdown. 7-0 Central, off to a great start. James from Gonzalez doesn't love that, but he will love this. Furman intercepted, and the Spartans get the ball back. But the problem all night really was the offense for EA. They had the defense. They played tough there. Coach Harrelson loves it, but the offense not much doing. The defense with another stop here. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. So Nathan Zimmer trots on for a mid-range field goal, and he knocks it down. So 10-0 Central at that point. To the second half we go. Jeremiah Wilson takes the handoff. Cuts out right side, trucks off a tackler, picks up a big gain, pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, but the drive would stall, and Stephen Rennell absolutely wipes away this field goal attempt. He blocks it, he recovers it, he returns it. It would have been a touchdown, Kevin, but there was an inadvertent whistle blown by a referee, so that touchdown didn't count.
Come on, ref.
Bit of a bummer, you know,
Come on,
Jamboree,
ref.
let the boys play, but 10-0 Central, the final score, an impressive performance by the Wildcats.
All righty. We got another one right here, John.
That's right.
Zachary and West Feliciana.
Oh, no, here we go. No time for taking any breaks. Zachary and Westville. The Broncos struggled a little bit last week against Denham Springs back at home, and they were very impressive tonight against the Saints. This is Nate James. He was questionable to play. He had a bit of a shoulder problem. Cleared to play yesterday. As you can see, that shoulder is not bothering him one bit. A big gainer home run for a touchdown, so Zachary goes up 7-0. The second drive didn't go as well. Caleb Gonzalez can't handle the snap. Westville comes up with the recovery. But the Saints had some snap problems of their own. Here we go. This is a fourth down over the head of Thomas Temple. He's got to chase it down, so that sets up Zachary with great field position. James puts his cape back on, shrugs off a couple tacklers, and bullies over the goal line for the touchdown. 14-0 Zachary. Matthew Zito's defense pitching a shutout in the first half as well. Here's the play of the night. Gonzalez up top. Christian Brooks, give me that. On his head, 21-0. The Broncos in front at that point, and I guess that'd be the final score. So not so good last week against Denham Springs, but those Broncos, well, they're coming back and they're flexing just like they have been for years.
I love the color scheme both teams.
Blue on blue look clean.
It looks real good. All right, we got something new for Sportsline Friday night this season. Excuse me. Dr. Pepper is teaming up with LSU linebacker Harold Perkins Jr. to award one lucky Baton Rouge area high school senior football player with money towards tuition. Starting in 2 weeks, right here on Sportsline Friday night, we will announce the player with the most sacks from the previous week. That player will receive a signed football by Harold Perkins Jr. Each week, Dr. Pepper will contribute $1,000 for every confirmed sack made by Harold Perkins Jr. to a tuition program designated for high school seniors in the Baton Rouge area. At the end of the 2024 regular season, the senior high school defensive player with the most sacks will be awarded the Harold Perkins Jr. college tuition up to $10,000. For more information and to keep track of who's leading in sacks, visit drpmakethatsack.com. And that's all we got. So good luck to all you pass rushers out there. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Sportsline Friday night. Take you back to Parkview tonight. Defending state champions Catholic High taking on Madison Prep. And the Bears getting right back to where they left off in the Dome as Turner Goldsmith goes around the left side, 18 yards for the touchdown, 7-0 Bears. And then we skip ahead to the second half as Madison Prep is going to kick it off. And there's not many reasons to show a kickoff, John, because only one or two things are going to happen. It's either a turnover or a touchdown. What do you think happens on this?
Well, I'm getting a good indication here because Cohen LeBlanc is off
all
and running.
the way. He got reservations for 6. Take it back. That's a house call, 14-0. Bears rolling in this one. Madison Prep, they're going to try to get something going on the ensuing drive as Tylen Johnson is going to run a little play action, looking for his target, but that's going to be intercepted by Caden Jones. And the big man is going to almost bring him down. Okay, there you guys go. Eventually he's brought down by midfield, and the offense finishes it off as Jeremy Fisher Jr. punches it in for the touchdown as Catholic goes on to win by the final of 23-0.
That's impressive because that's a Madison Prep team that's hungry, that wants to pull that upset. And for Catholic to do that right off the jump is very impressive.
Absolutely.
All right, moving across town from yesterday, St. Michael and Ascension Catholic. An Ascension Catholic team that a lot of people are excited about. Maybe didn't go as far as they should have in the playoffs last season, but looking to get it back. Here's Camille LeBuff, senior quarterback, scrambling left, throwing to the end zone. Touchdown to Cy Landry, who toe taps and stays in. 7-0 Bulldogs. St. Michael went 3 and out, so Ascension Catholic got the ball back. And LeBuff back to work. Drops back, takes the snap. Fires, and he's got an open man here, Johnny Vaega, open in the end zone. He made a play in practice when I visited the team recently, so it's good to see him carrying that over into the game. 14-0. Second half, Bulldogs back with it, and Chad Elsey Jr., I don't really need to say anything else. He's just going to do what he does. We saw it all of last season. He had 9 touchdowns in one game last year. In this one, he had 2 and a Wildcat later on. 27-0. Ascension Catholic looking good under first-year head coach Lowell Narcisse.
Very excited to see Chad Elsey in his senior year. All right, take you back to last night. The hosts of their Jamboree, Parkview, was taking on Brusly, and we pick it up on their first drive. The Eagles wasted no time as Noah Graves takes a shot deep. Luke LaForce is going to catch it. Had a little 15-yard pass interference, but it didn't matter as he still gets the big game for his team. And then later on a 3rd and goal, Graves is going to hit Brock Como, and Como throws out the little Tyreek Hill peace sign to his defender. Add a little sauce on it with the disrespect. PAT was good, 7-0. Eagles jump out first. Their defense forced to stop, so the offense back at it. Logan Sorrell now in at quarterback. He's going to throw deep to, you guessed it, Como. His defender falls, and Como does the rest. 55 yards for the touchdown. 14-0 as Parkview went on to win. 24-0 was the final.
That dude's a baller, Brock Como. Abram Johnston might be gone, but he's back for Parkview. Let's go back to Parkview, but Thursday, pregame ceremony here for Dustin Bagwell, the Ascension Christian principal, who tragically and suddenly passed away earlier this week. So Rohan Davey, former LSU quarterback, coaching with a little bit of a heavy heart in this one. First drive of the game, Jared LaBeouf rolls right and finds Gage Mixon for a first down. I don't think he drew this play up exactly how it ended up going. LaBeouf making some moves off the bad snap, crosses the goal line, there's a fumble. Moral of the story is it's an Ascension Christian touchdown. Look at Davey's face here. Hey, my man, way to make something out of nothing there, right? So 6-0 Lions. First possession for Jefferson Rise. Joshua Wilkins hands off to Akeem Mimit, and he is off and running. Could anybody chase him down? Finally they do. Pushed out inside the 5. Big gainer. And moments later, Wilkins would say, hey, I can do that too. Maybe not as far. I've only got a couple yards to work with, but that's all they needed for the touchdown.
With the glasses.
Yeah. 2-point conversion was picked off, so 6-6, but Ascension Christian back in front thanks to Austin Jones. The beautiful star move, broke a tackle. Hey, that's a baller right there. Senior running back, certainly a guy to know. And Wilkins doing a little bit of, again, hey, I can do that as well. Keeping it rolling, getting outside, inside the pylon for the touchdown. 13-12, Ascension Christian led at the half, and they ended up punching in one more in the second half. 19-12, Rohan Davey and company get the win.
Good stuff for them. All right, we got some more coming up on Sportsline. Y'all stick right there. Welcome back to Sportsline. Santa Maria was standing on big business in their Jamboree against Assumption. They led 21-0 at halftime, and they just picked up where they left off after halftime as Connor Darr, first play of the second half, breaks off the long run before he's knocked out of bounds. And then you stick with what works, give it to Darr again. He's going to set the Gators up at the goal line as he's eventually brought down. Then you just let the quarterback finish it off, call his own number, get in the end zone right there. Cooper Babin at Santa Maria went on to win by the final score of 28-0.
Hey, okay. I'm glad you made it in time, Kevin. You missed the first 3 touchdowns, but you got that last one. Right?
You're really going to do this?
You got to do your day job, though, right? All right, Scotlandville and Bel Air, the Hornets, a team that I saw a lot this summer. A lot of people are excited about. New era over at Bel Air. This is Jannard Green, a quarterback they're very excited about. Dwayne Ben with the touchdown grab. 6-0 Hornets early. And Scotlandville would go for 2. No need for a PAT when you got Green at quarterback. And Ferzel Shepard, the Mississippi State commit at receiver, he makes the catch. And at Jamborees, I guess you could celebrate as much as you want without the flag. So you got to love that. Kickoff here returned by Terrence Smith, a very fast wide receiver. And I guess back to the thing we were talking about earlier, what happens on kickoffs, either a turnover or a touchdown. Another case of a touchdown. Terrence Smith all the way. They go for 2, and they get that as well. So 16-0. Scotlandville with the win.
Hey, those Scotlandville uniforms were tough.
Yeah.
I want to say that right. Take you back to last night, the West Side. Plaquemine hosting Port Allen in their Jamboree. And early on, the Green Devils got the big plays as Tyrese Mosby is going to get the handoff and bust 50 yards for the touchdown. They get 7-0 Green Devils. And then after their defense gets to stop, spin the ball right there, young man. You deserve it. After their defense gets to stop, quarterback Nicholas Victorian is going to throw to Dejon Bellany, who gets the catch, and he is off to the races for the touchdown. Follow your blockers, young man.
That's right.
PAT was no good. 13-0 Green Devils, and then their offense right back at it. Victorian is going to hit Tyron Henderson, who does the rest for the touchdown. PAT missed again. 19-0 Plaquemine. They go on to win with little issue, 26-6 the final.
Impressive. Nico Victorian looking like a stud. Tyrese Mosby taking off for touchdowns. That's a team to watch. They play Zachary week 1. It's going to be a great game.
Can't wait for that one.
All right, we'll be back in moments on Sportsline Friday night. A couple more games for you before we say goodbye. The Episcopal Knights trying to get over that state quarterfinal hump and beginning the journey right here in a Jamboree against Pearl River Central on their home turf. The Knights have the ball first. Here's Reed Chauvin, an impressive power lifter, replacing former Sportsline Player of the Year Braden George in that backfield, picking up a big gainer on the ground that way. A few plays later, Nathan Sanchez, usually a wide receiver, takes the handoff, though, and scores from a few yards out. So Episcopal leading 14-7 at the half. Pearl River with the ball in the second half, and this is the quarterback. What a name here. Robbie Burrell botches the handoff. Another great name. Episcopal's Neff Newman snags it and takes the distance. Might be a little hard to see. There he goes. 70 yards, scoop and score. The Knights up 2 scores, 21-7. Pearl River with the ball back, and there was actually a really cool touchdown pass there. But in any case, Episcopal ends up getting the win 28-21.
All right, take you back to last night at the East Baton Rouge Jamboree. One of the games was Woodlawn against McKinley, and there was really just one person doing all the damage in these highlights. It's Woodlawn running back Jacob Jalla.
Oh, yeah.
His long touchdown run put the Panthers on the board first, and then he came back later as Ahmad Price hit him for a touchdown. Jalla ended up having 3 touchdowns on the night as Woodlawn went on to win the game by the final score of 23-0. So, John, we are here. It's football season. We're here.
I'm excited,
High school football
man.
season.
It was only Jamborees, but, I was talking to a couple people. I'm like, we only get 2 quarters. Can we get all 4? We'll get them next week.
We're coming next week. Got some good ones coming. Y'all stick around with us all season. For John Nees, I'm Kevin Baptiste. That's a wrap on the Jamboree version.